10. What happens when you put ballet and street dance together? See Street Dance 3D, where the dance crew Breaking Point goes head-to-head with The Surge, where the best dancers gather to compete in the British version of dance. After Breakpoint lead, Jay betrays his crew and switches sides to The Surge.
Let's go!
Snooty ballet dancers are forced to dance with the street dancers.
Fuck kids, you know that!
As we see the hottest moves as they battle it out in the club. At 9, we have High Strung. What do you get when a hip-hop dance crew collabs with a classical dancer Ruby as Keenan Camper? They meet as Johnny, who is Nicholas Gerlitzine. A hip-hop violinist is busking in the New York subway and meets Ruby. As his attention is distracted and his prized busking violin and all his rent money is stolen.
No.
Your violin. Oh.
Hey, on your feet!
There's a cop. He can help you. Wait!
As their worlds collide in this Jane Seymour movie, they work together to vie for the scholarship at the Manhattan Conservatory of Arts and $25,000 in prize money that will change their lives. As you see their final dance, be surprised as to what starts as classical turns into hip-hop as the crew steps in. Our 8th pick is Billy Elliot. If you don't mind seeing boys in tights, his father Jackie certainly did, being disappointed seeing Billy struggling in boxing class to find that he had been sneaking off to train with the girls in an all-ballet class. As the tagline states, inside every one of us is a special talent waiting to come out.
2, 3 part of all way under.
So, Billy, played by Jamie Bell, comes out in a big way as Jackie sees how truly gifted his son is and raises money to help fund the trip to London to audition for the Royal Ballet School in London. The boy who beat out thousands of would-bes for the role of the 11-year-old Billy performs Swan Lake. Really did perform the dance as he has been ballet training since he was just 6 years old. Now, who thinks that cheerleaders dance too? At number 7. Now bring it on.
I'm pretty, I'm cool, I dominate this school. Who am I? Just guess. Guys wanna touch my chest.
We've featured them in this list as the infamous Toros versus the Clovers as they battle it out in this fun teen movie. New Captain Torrance, played by Kirsten Dunst, leads the Toros in their cheerleader battle. They are accused of ripping off their cheers from rival hip-hop squad, the Clovers, and are humiliated when the Clovers perform their cheers on their home turf. Watch them face it off in the Nationals to see who is really the best cheer dance squad. 6 sees Channing Tatum as Tyler and ex-wife Jenna Dewan put on the moves together in Step Up, where Tyler is serving community service. Ballet dancer Nora, who is Dewan, is crushed when she learns that her dance partner Andrew is injured and fears she will fail at a showcase audition.
Okay, I get it. You know, you're not gonna use me to get out of cleaning the windows.
Okay, one, I'm not trying to get out of anything.
Thank you, but I can find someone else.
Tyler offers to help with choreography, and after Nora spies Tyler's hip-hop, Nora reluctantly accepts. But the chemistry is undeniable. Trouble brews as Andrew has recovered and Tyler is sent back to clean the windows. Andrew is unable to handle the new complicated moves, so Nora wants Tyler back, but he feels betrayed and returns to his old ways until he witnesses the death of his best friend. He wakes up and realizes that he really needs to make a change and begs for Nora's forgiveness to perform in her showcase. And in return, we see Tyler don a pair of tights. Now at 5, it's the hustlers. If we are classifying pole dancing as a form of dance a la ballet, we see a savvy crew of strippers put on their best dance moves. Which is surprisingly based on a true story. We see J-Lo perform a solo pole dance routine that is truly her own as a veteran stripper, showing the way to a struggling newbie Constance Wu as Destiny. And we also see Cardi B, who's actually a former stripper in real life, as they empty the bank accounts of their top Wall Street clients in ways only a stripper knows. At 4, it's Save the Last Dance. This story is not just another ballet movie. Tragically, Sarah's dreams of becoming a professional ballerina shattered when her mum suddenly dies en route to Sarah's dance audition. Sarah, played by Julia Stiles, filled with guilt, moves to a rough part of town with her father, who she has not seen in years, to a majority black high school. She develops a relationship with Derek, who is Sean Patrick Thomas, to follow her dreams to get into Juilliard Dance School, who teaches her a few hip-hop moves.
When I step forward like this, you gotta challenge me back into my space, and I challenge you back in your space like this. That kind of feel.
Derek is one of the few in school with a bright future, being accepted into Georgetown Pre-Med. Sarah falls in love with Derek, sparking jealousy from Derek's ex Nikki as she shows off her dance moves, and Derek's sister, who is bitter about her own life, taking it out on Sarah. Trouble is brewing as Derek tries to leave the gang lifestyle and promises to help his friend just one more time with a drive-by. Will Derek risk his bright future, and will Sarah get into Juilliard? This movie sees awesome hip-hop moves combined with ballet dancing, even if Julia Stiles isn't a pro dancer. 3 is Magic Mike in action. When your entire life is a fantasy, the question is, how do you deal with reality? In a world of strippers, it's not always about sexy girls. Here, the male dancers put their hot moves on the ladies. Specifically, we watch Mike Lane, who is Channing Tatum, a struggling tradesman, and by night he is Magic Mike, the star attraction of a group of male strippers. This story is about Mike, who takes Adam under his wing and shows him the moves and unexpectedly throws him into the limelight as a last-minute strip act, replacing one of the dancers who was unable to perform. He becomes a huge hit at Exquisite, a male strip club, and teaches him how to get women, how to party, and of course how to make easy money. But Adam gets out of control, and the girl of Mike's dreams isn't happy. Will he be able to save Adam and get the girl? For a fun fact, this movie was inspired by Tatum's work as a 19-year-old stripper for a reel before he made it big in Hollywood. In our penultimate pick, probably one of the best dance movies out there is Center Stage, featuring the beautiful Amanda Shaw as Jodie Sawyer and Zoe Saldana as Eva before she was Gamora. In her quest to get into the American Ballet Academy, a sneak peek into the cutthroat world of elite ballet. We see dancers deal with bulimia, stage mums, and grueling pressure they are under to have the right body type. The movie is a captivating love triangle which plays out in the final dance scene, mirroring the fight for Jodie's love on stage, as Jodie has a one-night stand with a bad boy teacher, Cooper, whom she is obsessing over, and fellow gifted student Charlie, who befriends and falls for Jodie. Before we reveal the Movie Spotlight's #1 top modern dance movies to watch, please subscribe to Movie Spotlight's channel now. Our top pick in this hidden story behind The Black Swan, as we see beautiful Natalie Portman portray Nina, a ballerina whose passion for the art,
Exquisite Nina Sayers.
vying for the coveted Swan Lake Swan Queen role, which requires a single dancer to be a delicate, sweet white swan, as well as the confident, sensual black swan. We see the self-harming psychological pressure that Nina faces from her overprotected mother, and as Nina is the perfect white swan, but is too innocent to be the black swan, which her friend and rival understudy, played by Mila Kunis, is ideal as.
Thank you.
In the movie's tagline, I just want to be perfect. See the jealousy and rage between Nina and Lily, and as Thomas, as a casting director, tries to seductively bring out Nina's dark side to be the black swan.
Your heart is broken, wounded, your life force fading, the blood.
Who will end up dancing in the final performance.